past 30 years, Jamaica has successively failed to successfully arrest and prosecute persons who were allegedly criminally responsible during the FinSAC era, neither those criminally responsible for Cash Plus and Olint, Worldwise, and other such schemes. Similarly, persons allegedly responsible for public sector frauds over much of this period have similarly escaped punishment, regularly meted out to others. With that as our historical context, the SSL fraud has touched especially raw nerves. A nerve that represents the reservoir of distrust that has developed based on what many believe to be the historical Jamaican experience of one law for some and another law for others. A nerve that captures the wells of suspicion that white-collar crimes are processed and treated differently from other crimes. A nerve that characterizes the deep pool of cynicism in our country, where there is sometimes a belief that the real truth is artificially suppressed and nothing ever really changes. These waters of distrust, suspicion, and cynicism are existential threats to our society. It will take time to drain the system of these, but we must begin now. This time must be different. Let me repeat what I have said and what the most honorable Prime Minister has said. There will be full transparency in this matter. No stone will be left unturned. SSL was a relatively small securities dealer, and its problems do not pose a systemic risk to the financial system. There is therefore no need to panic. The financial sector is strong and well capitalized. The financial sector survived the global financial crisis. It survived 2 debt exchanges. It survived the COVID-19 economic shock, the inflation crisis, and it even managed to grow through all of this. Not only is the financial sector strong, it is also resilient. More specifically, the securities dealers industry remains a strong and critical pillar upon which our country, our economy, and our investing public depend. Despite this most unfortunate development, Jamaica's financial sector remains strong. To take the Jamaican financial sector to the next level, the government of Jamaica will review the penalty regimes in the Securities Act, the Banking Act, the Insurance Act, and the Pensions Act. We will stiffen the penalties for white-collar crime in the financial sector. The discrepancy between the sanctions for white-collar crime and other forms of crime must be erased. If you rob depositors or you defraud investors and you put our financial system and our way of life at risk, the Jamaican society wants you put away for a long time. The government of Jamaica will also require security dealers to publish their financial statements and material events at standards equivalent to public companies on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. The government of Jamaica will tighten regulations around connected party transactions for security dealers. The government will introduce a fixed penalty regime where companies can be fined for AML, CFT, and other breaches. The government will tighten regulations around insider trading and ensure that the penalty and sanctions regime is severe and dissuasive. The government will tighten regulations in such a manner that ensures that the penalty and sanctions regime against front running of clients in capital markets is severe and dissuasive. We will require technical assistance from our international partners in the design of these reforms and in advising us of additional reforms that may be necessary.